Dr. Russell Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Finance and asks, did he seek advice on any potential damage to Kiwibank's brand and customer goodwill resulting from its possible privatisation before he told a meeting of business people on Friday that he might consider a partial privatisation of Kiwibank?
The Honourable Simon Powell.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Finance, no.
Supplementary.
Russell Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Has the government done any analysis of the cost of lost goodwill and damage to the business model of Kiwibank if Kiwibank were privatised, in light of the fact that 700,000 New Zealanders signed up to Kiwibank on the basis that it is 100% New Zealand owned? If so, what has that analysis shown?
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Finance, no.
Dr. Russell Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Does he accept that Kiwibank's brand is built on its ownership by the New Zealand public, and further that any suggestion that the bank may be privatised and inevitably sold to overseas owners is highly damaging to Kiwibank's brand and value to the government?
That's what's said. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Finance, Kiwibank's brand is built on a range of things, including some of the matters the member raised in his question.
Chris Tremaine.
To the Minister, what measures has the government been taking to support the growth of Kiwibank?
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Finance, the government has continued the expansion of Kiwibank by allowing Kiwibank to retain all of its earnings for future expansion and not requiring it to pay a dividend to the government. Over the past 2 years, I'm advised that this has allowed the bank to increase its equity base by over $100 million, and as a result, Kiwibank's lending has expanded by over $4 billion during this period.
Dr. Russell Norman.
Speaker, was it fiscally responsible for him to make casual comments about privatising Kiwibank or partially privatising Kiwibank without first checking to see what damage such comments might cause?
Honourable Simon Powell.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Finance, all of my comments are fiscally prudent.
Dr. Russell Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order. I've called Dr. Russell Norman. Order. I say to the Honourable David cannot control himself. I've called Dr. Russell Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order.
In light of the potential damage to Kiwibank, will he guarantee in this House today that the government, during the course, however long this government remains in power, whether it's after the next election or not, will he guarantee the government will make no moves to privatise Kiwibank?
The Honourable Simon Powell.
Mr. Speaker, the member is getting well ahead of himself. Government policy is that there will be no asset sales in this term of office, and if the policy changes, the government will say so and campaign on the issue in the 2011 election.
Question number 3.